What's up, Libra? And thank you guys so much for tuning in. Alright guys, so let's get into this. We are in November, so New Year's coming soon. I'm excited about that. But today particularly, guys, for those who are going to be watching this today and those who are watching it tomorrow, so we're currently in a new moon for Scorpio. Meaning that there's going to be a lot of things that you feel are ripped out of your life, or things that you just no longer have the patience for, whether it's people who act out or something that just lowers your vibration, something that's not allowing you to really perform at your highest level, okay? So a lot of those things are going to be ripped out, a lot of realizations over what we deserve in life and what we should be going towards. So renewal, okay? It's a beautiful thing. Now, this is going to be for Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus signs. Okay, and guys, please keep in mind, it's a general reading. I always intend for these readings to go out to those that need the message, okay? So let's see what's going on. For anybody looking for a personal reading, I'll talk about how to get one at the end. So I definitely see you guys avoiding a problem. Okay, coming out of a place where you know you have to be self-sufficient. Okay, you might emotionally still be attached, or maybe there's some loose ends here that you guys have to tie, but definitely something has to go. All right. And the deck I'm using for anyone who's interested is Ciro. Well, it's by Ciro Marchetti. It's called Tarot of Dreams. He's my favorite artist when it comes to tarot, and I believe he's making one last deck and then he's done. He's retiring, I guess. So I've got to get my hands on that. So let's see what's going on, guys. We got your past, your present, and your future. Okay. All right, guys. So the energy that you have here is the Three of Swords. Okay, so something that could be disappointing or something that hurt you at some point. And we have the Eight of Swords in the reverse. So what this means is there's something that might hurt you, but at the same time, you know, well, not so much at the same time. It's because you saw something for what it truly was. You're seeing a situation for what it is. You're not letting it bind you anymore, and you're walking past it. With the Five of Cups in the reverse, guys, if there's any sort of loss, if there's any sort of sadness that you feel towards this, it will be subsiding. Okay, now going into your past, guys, the first card that we have here is the Emperor in his reverse. So this is going to be when someone's being fake, they're being dishonest, or somebody really feels like they're in a place of authority and they really want to take advantage of that. It could have been someone that you're dealing with, or maybe it was, you know, you feeling that way towards yourself. All right, maybe you were involved in something and you're like, you know, this isn't me. This doesn't feel right. This isn't in alignment with what I want in life. Why is this Emperor in the reverse here? We have the Judgment card, okay, upright. So this is going to be you guys taking a step back, looking at a situation as a whole and knowing that you need to make a choice here. And we have the Page of Cups. So some sort of offer that came in, or something that you were looking to build, someone that you were talking to, realizing that there's something just not good with this. A new start that could have been presented to you, or that you presented to someone else. And I feel like you eventually had to move away from it to, you know, just dodge any sort of bullets that came your way, especially with the Tower card in the reverse. This is all about dodging something that could have been catastrophic. The next card that we have for your past, the World card in the reverse. Something where the loose ends are not tied up yet, where you have to do so. You have to close this out fully so that something good could come in. When the World card is in its upright, it means something amazing is about to happen in your life. So you guys, you know, just in this past position, you had something that wanted to come in. Okay, and it could have come in at this point, but because you hadn't closed something out, you were kind of delaying it. You were indecisive. You were between a rock and a hard place. You didn't know what to do here with that Two of Swords. And we have the Seven of Swords in the reverse. So some sort of secret came out. Something came, you know, with the Eight of Swords in the reverse that popped out. And the Seven of Swords, you guys saw something for what it was. There's no more BS. There's no more blindfolds. You guys are seeing something for what it is. And although I'm feeling like it's something that you had to close out, it wasn't that easy. Even though you saw the truth of something, or maybe someone saw the truth about something with you, you weren't sure what to do, okay? And there's a sense of having to release that burden. So how did you release that burden? We have the Seven of Cups. So something where there's a lot of illusions, where somebody's not thinking clearly, they're not acting clearly, okay? It might not be the best move, but something that was done to release a burden. Seven of Wands in the reverse. That's to give up on something that just has too much adversity, okay? So I feel like you guys are burdened by something. You felt you had to release it, okay? In order to have peace of mind. In order to be in a place where you could be tranquil. Okay, so I feel like you guys completely just removed yourself from something that was just too much for you. Maybe the emotions were too heightened here and you just had to walk away. All right, we have the Eight of Wands in the reverse. So there's someone or something that you stopped talking to, but at the same time, there's this sense of discomfort. With the Palace of Coins upright, that's kind of the feeling when you're at home, where you can really be the king or the queen of your domain. Okay, but in this case, there's something that you completely stop working on and it throws you off. You know, you don't feel right within yourself. You have the Seven of Coins in the reverse, so part of you is like, you know, this was a waste of time, this was a waste of effort. So let's see how that develops. In your present moment, the first card that you guys have is the Faith card in the reverse, which in this deck is the Hierophant. Okay, when the Hierophant comes out in the reverse, it's showing that there's something that is not supposed to be in your life, or something that was just a tad bit unconventional. It could be a person altogether, it could be something that you did or something that someone else did that wasn't conventional. So let's see. This could be the card for Taurus as well, if anyone's dealing with a Taurus. We have the Four of Coins in the reverse. So something unconventional, a sense of guardedness that you're feeling here. For some of you, maybe it was, you know, being tight with money. And we have the Ace of Wands. So I feel that there is something that you guys want to start here. Maybe it's not the same thing that's attached to the past. There's something that you want to start, but there's a feeling of, you know, this could be unconventional. This could be something that maybe I won't have victory, so let me just not bother, you know, talking to this person or putting my effort into this. Okay, but definitely something new that you may want to start. For some of you, that's going to be with the Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. All right, so we do have the Knight of Wands and it's upright. This is going to be someone passionate. This is going to be, even you guys could be taking on this energy. Anyone could take on the energy of any of these cards. Someone who's passionate, someone who's ambitious, somebody that's working on something that they're very passionate on. Or passionate with, rather. Let me speak in a grammatically correct way. Alright. Why is this Knight of Wands here? The Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. So something that takes an unexpected turn. Could be with a fire energy or something in regards to your passion. And you have the Nine of Cups. This is a good thing. Something unexpected happens, and you're really happy about this. You have the, what is this, the Four of Wands here. With the Four of Wands, it's something that you feel very stable in. I feel like this is going to be something where you're releasing maybe a bad habit or something that just didn't make you feel good. And now with how you're looking at life and the situations in front of you, you're shooting your shot. You're taking your chance on something that you're scared. Is this going to come out right? Am I going to be able to handle this? Is this something that's realistic for me? Okay. Now, the last card that we have here for your present moment is the Page of Wands. So a lot of you have fire energy very strongly. Okay. That is around you. For others of you, maybe something entrepreneurial that you're going into. Something that you're, and even if it's not something entrepreneurial, this would be the situation where you have full range of creative ability, so you can do what it is that you want in a creative way, even if you're working for somebody else. So it could be a new idea that comes in. It could be a fire energy that you're talking to, but there's passion here. There's fire here. It's all around you. It's enveloping you. Why is this Page of Wands here? We have the King of Swords. Okay, so whatever this is, guys, you're focused. It makes you feel very strong. It makes you feel good. It puts you in a place where you are in alignment with your higher self. Whatever this is, I see it as good. I see it as something that can definitely elevate you. But the only thing here is I feel like you're scared to take it on. You have the Eight of Cups here. So there's kind of like this back and forth, or maybe there's just something else in life that you have to walk away from. With the Queen of Coins, there could be money that's involved in all of this. So maybe you're just really focused on money and you're trying to walk away from things that can deter you from that. But there's definitely something that needs to be walked away from, but something that makes you feel very powerful. There's just certain habits or maybe certain people that you have to cut out in order to really, manifest this on a grand scale. There's going to be something here that is not working out for you guys, where you're going to kind of have to emancipate yourself. You have the Three of Coins in the reverse, the Eight of Wands in the reverse, and the Seven of Coins in the reverse. What that technically means is when you're not seeing eye to eye with a person or a situation, you stop putting action into it, you stop talking to a person, and you're just realizing again that it's just a waste of time, and you want to be self-sufficient without it. Someone's going to be heartbroken when you walk away, but you're going towards something where you're going to feel very, very abundant. For some of you, a crap load of money coming in. For others of you, you're letting go of something, and this new thing is just going to make you feel like you're on top of the world. Okay? But I do see somebody, getting hurt in this. For most of you, I don't see it being you. Okay? Moving forward, we have the Fool card in the reverse. When we have this card, there's a path that's ahead of us that if we decide to continue going down that path, there's going to be road bumps. There's going to be complications. It's, something that's not necessarily a good idea. Something that your soul does not want with this Temperance card in the reverse. And you have the Queen of Swords. With the Queen of Swords being upright, whatever it is that you guys feel is not working for you is what's cut out. I love it when the Queen or King of Swords comes in for times like this. Because, just moving forward with this new moon and Scorpio energy, it's basically saying, look, this isn't a good idea. This isn't smart for me. It's time for me to cut this out. You guys are really focused, so I like that. Your eye is on whatever prize it is that you want here. This is focus. This is determination. This is empirical thinking. At this point, you're not going to go with the swaying of your emotions. You're going to go with what your mind thinks is most logical. And you guys are notorious for that, for just really, really thinking about things. Okay, so with all the thinking that you do, you know that there's something that needs to be cut out. The next card that you guys have is the Knight of Swords in the reverse. So something comes in where it really could either drag you down to a negative place, or it's like someone tries you, okay? Where something could happen and it kind of just really pisses you off. With the Knight of Swords in the reverse, this is someone who is, for the most part, a very intelligent person, but they kind of get ahead of themselves with something and they go running full speed ahead, but they don't have their full plan mapped out. So this is someone, for instance, that they want to go fight in battle. Let's say, I'm using just war tactics as a example here, but let's say, a knight in battle, and let's say their brother is killed or someone close to them. And they're like, no, that's it. I'm going to go kill the enemy. So without thinking about it, they just go. They run into battle. And everyone's like, wait, stop. And they left all their battle stuff. They left their swords. They left everything behind. But they were so mad and wrapped up in the heat of the moment where they just black out. And they kind of just go. And they don't think. You guys are very intelligent people. It's naturally there. So you always have to keep in mind that thinking before you act is one of your best suits. That's one of your good qualities. The only thing I would just advise is don't overthink things either, okay? Whatever your heart and soul is telling you, if you feel happy in something, allow yourself to be happy. You deserve to be happy. Let's see why this is here. We have the Justice card. We'll talk about that in a second. Let me see what other card is going to pop out. And you have the Four of Coins in the reverse. Yeah, I still see two things here. I think the biggest problem for you guys, Libra, and this isn't a problem, this is just something to be aware of so it could just be avoided. Your head, your mind, okay? The way that you're thinking about things. There's something here that I feel is meant to come into your life. Okay? Something that's in your cards with the Justice card here. But there's a sense of imbalance and recklessness as you know, as you go into this. For some of you, to be honest, I feel self-sabotage. That's what I'm seeing here. Okay? Where you're debilitating a situation. But it's like you have someone or something waiting on you to come in and to stop your bullshit. Now, with how I read, guys, the energies could always be vice versa. So it could be maybe you wanting to give something amazing to someone and they just can't get their shit together. Okay? Or you wanting to go above and beyond at a job, but you have a boss who's terrible and just doesn't notice a good worker or employee when they see it. Okay? Lastly, we have the King of Coins in the reverse. So this is the energy of a person. It could be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn in this case, but the energy of somebody that's involved in something where they're not genuinely interested in it. Or it could be having financial instability as well. But this is when we show up to a job we hate, but it, you know, it pays for dinner. This could be holding on to that person, especially love-wise, that you know is always going to be there for you, but you know deep down in your heart that it's not for you. Okay? Why is this here? We have the Nine of Swords in the reverse, which is a card about letting go of anxiety, worry, overthinking, and the Page of Coins. From what I see here, guys, there's something that your heart is not truly in. And maybe that is why you find comfort in it. It's like, I might not fully be here, but this feels like a safety net. This is safe. I know that I can't get burned here. I don't want you guys to play it safe this month. I want you guys to take a risk. Beautiful things happen when the risk comes in. Okay, obviously nothing that would jeopardize your life in any way, shape, or form. But there's something new that wants to come in. And you guys are so in your head that you're fighting it. You're thinking too much. For those of you, especially if this resonates in regards to love, there's something that excites you. Something that makes you great. Even if this is a new job, a new opportunity. But there's something else in your life at the same time that you know is a safe option. What the cards are saying is that if you, with the King of Cups in the reverse here, if you divert your full attention from going towards this new thing that could very much elevate you in a big way, that you can lose out on a good thing. It's showing in regards to whether it's cheating or, maybe you're finally about to get that person you've always wanted or get that job you've always wanted, but there's going to be either a lot of competition for it or, there's just a lot of demand on what this is. That's what you should go towards, okay? Because it's showing that if you take another direction towards a distraction, not only will you lose it, but it's telling you, look, avoid that shit because you're going to be happy here. With the Tower card in the reverse, this is dodging a bullet. With the Ten of Cups, that's extreme happiness. That's the highest level of happiness when it comes to just the Cups energy here. Get out of your head. Get away from your distractions. Allow yourself to get past past hurts and karmic situations that you've gone through. And let this love come in, guys. Okay? this love, this new job, whatever it is. Now we have the Hermit card in the reverse. So when this is next to this, there's something coming in that I feel is going to be very good for you. For some single people, this is getting into a relationship. For people that have been kind of on edge, I don't know if I want to do this, this is saying go for it. With the Lovers card, whether this is an intimate partner or that job that you've always wanted and now you have it and you're scared as shit to mess it up, it's going to work out. It's meant for you. Guys, do not play it safe. Okay? Shoot for the stars on this one. The higher you shoot, the more you'll get. Okay? Just know that you're capable of having what you want. And let go of anything that you know your heart and soul isn't completely head over heels for. Again, whether that's a person or, you know, whatever it is that you're doing in life. Life should be lived in a passionate way. Alright, guys. So let me get you some cards of advice here. And let's see what the cards have to say about advice. Give me 3 cards of advice for the sign of Libra, November 2018. What I tell you, look, you have the Knight of Swords here. This is you guys being ambitious, going towards something, having that tunnel vision to get what you want. You're going to be victorious in it. This is something that's going to happen. I'm going to clarify this card because for some of you this can mean different things. For some of you maybe it's wanting to get back from or get back with someone from the past or go back to something from the past. For others of you, maybe you're going to have to deal with something from the past coming in while you have victory elsewhere, so I'll clarify that. But guys, I see celebration. I see winning. I see nothing but good things here. I'm going to clarify each of these cards since I'm going to clarify that 8 of Cups in the reverse. Why is this 6 of Wands here? Yeah, just what I thought. That's why I'm like, let me not say that. Alright. There's something here that you guys don't want. You're kind of fed up with it. You're over it. Let it go. Okay? Even if you keep it a secret, it's bad judgment. Everything that comes to dark, or everything that's done in the dark will always come to light. Okay? So, even if you feel like you can get away with a situation, just imagine what would happen if it came out. Is that something that you want to jeopardize in the future? Whatever it is that, you know, you're up to. So it's showing that you guys need to get out of your heads. You need to come out of this limbo. You're going to get what it is that you want. While you're going towards what it is that you want, because again, you're taking that risk. So you got to move away from what's familiar or what's easy. You're going to have something from your past that tries to come back in while you're having victory elsewhere. It will not make you happy. Okay, it won't. Rejoice. Put effort into this. Guys, it is going to work out. Okay, so breathe. Whatever it is that you want, whatever you feel like is risky, can I do this? Can I keep up with this? Is this realistic for me? Can I really be grounded with this in my life? Yes, you can. Absolutely. I love it. Okay, shoot for the stars, guys. Don't ever think that a dream is too big, okay? Now, guys, in regards to personal readings, before I tell you about that, if you guys have Instagram, definitely check out my my Instagram. It's High Vibrations 44. I put daily energies there, so I pull 3 cards. I describe the cards and, you know, how it's going to affect people throughout their day. So, you know, I know that you guys get anxious sometimes waiting for my readings, so you can always look there. I'm always active on Instagram. And the quickest way, guys, to get a hold of me, if you do want just a quick answer from me, anything like that, I do offer $10 questions. You can DM me on Instagram. If you want one of those questions, I'll send you payment options. You could email me if you want it. I'm on an app called Instant Go. It's only for iPhone users right now, but if you have an iPhone, you can go through there as well. And then lastly, it's on my website. Okay. Now, when you guys go to my website, highvibrationswithliz.com, this is all in the description below. But when you guys go to my website, please keep in mind that for regular readings, it's about a 3 to 4 week wait. It's going to ask you to select the day and time. You know, that's not something that, that's not something that I use. Okay. So just know it'll get to your email within the 3 to 4 week span. If you guys can wait that time, perfect. If you have something pressing and it needs to be more detailed than just a quick question where I send you, 3 or 4 sentences back completely answering your question, then get one of the emergency readings, okay? With these emergency readings, you guys will hear from me in about 2 to 3 days or so. I don't work Sundays, so definitely keep that in mind. But please take advantage of these readings now, guys, because I'm really going to switch things up in the future just to give me more time to focus on things. So I want to spend a little less time doing personal readings, so there will come a point where I'm very, very limited, and I could imagine that the wait will go out a little bit longer, but I'll see how I want to do things. I'll keep you guys updated as we go. But Libra, I love you guys. Shoot your shot. You got this. Take care, guys.